What is up, everybody? How's it going? We are live again. Don't mind me, my hair is messed up for natural reasons. Not that I was wearing anything like 2 seconds ago. Hey, what's up, everybody? HTLVRYT, Harold the Rapper, yo, FLA Oracle Toby, yo, V, I can't read your name, I'm so bad at pronunciation. What's up, everyone? Hey, thanks, Jason, appreciate it. Yeah, so today, I had this whole thing planned out in my head, and I forgot to write it down on a sticky note, so I'm going to try my best to remember the stuff I wanted to say. There we go. At the start of the live stream here. What is the D3ATHTRAP lore? Ooh. I haven't exactly come up with a, 100% lore. I kind of just made him, like, a mashup of other characters. But maybe I'll come up with, like, a little, headcanon thing for him. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But yeah, so I got my other camera set up behind me. And yeah, I was feeling a little festive since today is October 29th, a couple days before Halloween. Obviously I only stream once a week, but I figured we could have a little pumpkin decoration in the corner here. Happy Halloween, everybody! And yeah, the other thing for today's live, before we get too into the building side of stuff, I wanted to do another tiny showcase thing. I keep looking over that way, because it's, yeah, still getting used to this. Don't mind my super messy apartment. This is just life in 2025. But yeah, I figured I should give you guys a tiny little LMBN Life Modem Broadcast Network mask showcase thing. Oh. I think the light from the window there is messing with the focus, but we'll give this a little go. So I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little look-see at this, because I never really did that, and some of you might not even know what it is. So a little backstory real fast is, how long ago was it? It had to be at least like 2 years ago. I started a secret channel that was supposed to be anonymous, where I had this TV head, and I kind of tried to do like my own SCP creepy style reading videos, though they were all like original ideas, if that makes sense. Like, well, technically nothing's like fully original, but they were like ideas I wrote out. I didn't like copy paste anything, but it took a really long time to make those videos, and since it was a side hustle thing and I wasn't getting monetized for it, I kind of just stopped doing it because it wasn't exactly worth the time because I had so much other stuff to do. But I kept the mask because I really love it, and fun fact, the TV that I turned into Modem's head, which technically I never named the character, but I've just sort of nicknamed him Modem. But technically this TV is one I had in my childhood, which is kind of crazy to me that I still have it, but, I mean, obviously it doesn't work. There's nothing in there. But I remember, now this is gonna make me sound really fucking old, but, this is a travel-size TV. Because it comes with its own built-in DVD player, so you can watch movies on the go. Straight up, this thing came with a bag that wrapped around it that was like made out of that like nylon, really uncomfortable like fabric stuff, and it straight up had a handle on top. The fact that this used to be considered portable and it's got AVI, is that what it is? Yeah, AVI plugs. It's just wild. It used to be this silver color, by the way. This color down here. I put tape over this when I painted it. And I pretty much just did a custom coat of this. I'll be real, I kind of think maroon might be my favorite color. Just, I don't know. I bought this paint originally for something completely unrelated. It was to make a custom Nintendo 64 controller, which looks super cool, and it worked for a while, but unfortunately it no longer works. I think the wires got messed up, plus it was a, damn, it's dusty. Plus it was a, like a reissue controller, not an original one, and those are kind of janky to begin with. So it's kind of just a cool looking thing I have now. But yeah, so I really like maroon. So I had this for this, and then I was like, I want to make a thing. And then I made this, and took the remote it had as well, and made that also the same color, which this thing was gray originally, and then this remote, I believe, was also gray. And then here's just another thing. If you guys know me, like, obviously I love maroon. And yeah, so I'm done talking about the color scheme. So now I'm going to actually show you this little fella here. I'm not old. Yeah, it was a tube TV. I remember taking it apart, and there was this big metal piece that was like the tube section. It was so heavy. Like, I tried to keep the screen because I was like, ooh, I could maybe keep the front end. No, it was one piece. And then, so if you haven't noticed, it actually comes apart into two segments. I'm quite proud of this, actually, just because the line naturally kind of formed this way with this shape here. And it had these little, not ports, but these were where the screws were. And they kind of still line up pretty good. So what I did is, if you know me, this was back in the day where I used magnets for everything. So I got magnets here, magnets there, and then some painted ones down here as well. And then to make this joint so stretchy, it's actually attached via these clips here. And I'm actually going to undo those because it comes apart. I pretty much took the whole thing apart and then gutted it and turned it into this. So I figured I should show you guys this because I just find this kind of funny. But like I could, I could wear it like this. Hey. But yeah, it's just sort of got some foam in there because there was a lot of kind of jagged plastic sections, so I pretty much filled it all in with foam, and then on the back side I painted the foam that stuck through, and then I sealed all of the sections besides like the vents here on the side, just because with it closed it's dark enough I don't really have to. And yeah, so that's the boring part. Now for the cool part. So here's the interior of the front of the mask. As you can see, there's some secret stuff here. I only ever ended up using this for like 1 or 2 videos over there. I think it was a TikTok, to be honest. But when I wear it, I have to flip this piece up here because when it is down like this, it doesn't give me enough room to fully close the mask. And you can see remnants here of this like strap section. This was originally designed to have a Kindle Fire. I don't know if it was a Kindle Fire, but like a Kindle tablet to go up here because I had bought one and I thought I was going to be able to use it to display different images and stuff, which would have been so cool, but unfortunately I forgot that reflections are a thing, and it just did not look good at all on my green screen. So in the end, I ended up covering it with just this piece of black foam and this tiny little strip of see-through fabric, so that's technically where I see out of. And then when I would edit it, I would just mask out the screen and make the whole thing dark black, and then I would kind of edit stuff onto it. It was just easier that way. But yeah, so now for the best part is I actually designed it so that it has a jaw. So basically, there are two clips, one on this side, one on this side, and they're a little annoying to grab. It's kind of the reason I made it so you could take it apart. But once they're apart, it opens up like so on the side there, you see? And it's supposed to kind of resemble a mimic from Dungeons and Dragons, which is why I went with a kind of purpley black color on the inside here, and I put all of these gold teeth. I think they were originally silver, but they hid too well with that, so I painted them all gold, and I put this jaw piece here, and I put half of a jaw piece up there to kind of be like, ooh, there's like a skull inside of it. And basically, once this piece is disconnected, it just sort of free hangs, like it bounces around and stuff. But I would wear a full black mask under this. Basically, when I have it like this, I could like move the jaw separately. I just thought that was a pretty cool little detail. Like I said, I only ever used it like twice, like the mouth part. The rest of the videos, I pretty much kept it sealed, which I think is kind of cool. And yeah, I want to say, oh, last bit, and then we'll get back into the Death Trap showcase. Give me one sec, guys. I'll read your comments in just a moment. I just want to get this. So, to put it back, all you gotta do is clip this here, clip this here, and then it just sort of magnets back together. But something I wanted to do to make this seem more interesting was I wanted to keep the disc tray. So I took it apart, heavily modified it with some like plastic and foam and magnets, and then this part's actually popsicle sticks. But I kept the little track piece that it goes on. You might think it would fit with my head in there. It does not, so that's why it's removable. But on the interior here, there's actually two magnets, one there, that these line up with. Hopefully you guys can see all this. I love TV heads too. Speaking of which, I have a thing at the end of this that I want to mention. But basically, these just line up right like so. Or it's supposed to. Wait for it. Oh, right. I think I made it so you have to do it while it's unattached. See, this mask is really cool, but it's a little cumbersome. There we go. Yeah, it clicked right in place. So, once that's in place like this, I can close this up like that. Basically, I lined it up so that if I push it with my hand from the inside, it will automatically go out the front, like so. And that's probably my favorite little feature besides the mouth, is that I kept the disc tray. And this just has like a spring to it, so it just automatically closes. So I just think that's kind of like a cool little detail thing. And then, finally, the very last thing, besides the remote, but that you kind of already saw that, is I had bought some discs that were kind of on the golden side. and I modified them with some Sharpie and paint and stuff to be all spooky and things. So this one's the life disc, and this one's the death disc. It was kind of mostly just for the little intro thing I had made. Basically, it would be a shot of this. Character picks up the life disc and then puts it in the little TV tray, and then it closed via special effects, and I just thought it was kind of a cool little thing. And yeah, so I want to say that is all from Modem here. Before I end this like little YouTube video segment, I did want to say I'm gonna be retiring Modem. I know, it's sad. I kind of did the little Modem Easter egg in the Help Wanted Helpy Repair horror short, kind of as like a send-off almost. And if you watch that video, you'll notice that not only is there little chibi art made by the wonderful Purple of Modem in the video, but the head actually is on the desk. But I used VFX, which, oh my god, I should have fucking just kept it red. But I used VFX to make the red section gray, so it looks like a completely different TV head. And yeah, that was kind of the final send-off for the LMBN channel. I'm still going to leave the channel up. It's only got like 3 or 4 videos on there. Maybe I'll post a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. Like I said, it's kind of a dead channel. But the final thing I wanted to go over with this... Wait, put them over here somewhere. Here they are. So, technical difficulties. Don't mind that. Oh, this always happens. What's it, guys? There we go. I stepped on the cord and almost fell over. But yeah, so the reason I wanted to... It was way too hot in my apartment. The reason I wanted to make this little showcase was because I'm planning on retiring Modem, because he's low-key just been chilling in my closet for at least like 2 years. And I wanted to try to make like another OC, but make this one like an official Skywarp 33 one. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with him yet, but I was gonna rip him apart last night actually, but I decided to save him for today. If some of y'all were here before with these, if you remember, this was the stand to my laptop. Not laptop, to my monitor that broke. I sliced it in half, and my thought was this could be kind of cool for like an effect here. Would be to take these and like attach them to the side here, something like this. You guys see the vision? I see it. But the last thing I wanted to say was I would also be changing the full color scheme. Like I'd probably modify this part, maybe even the front, and like a lot more of it. And my thought was it would be kind of cool if I made it like a golden yellow. Not like fully gold like the Persona's microphone or like the rings and stuff, but like kind of more like a sunflower yellow, and kind of made it more of like a cutesy character. I don't know. I've just kind of been mulling over it in my head, and I figured it was time to finally give you guys a little showcase. So, with that much being said, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for future stuff. I stream once a week on Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Now, for the rest of us... let's get back into Death Trap. Alright. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that quick little showcase. And by quick, I mean 22 minutes. And yeah. What's up, everybody? Let me scroll up through these comments real quick. You're not old. I am too. Thank you. What the fuck is the head in the chair? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's low-key kind of crazy how far technology has come. Like, the fact that TV was originally considered travel size just blows my mind. TV heads are so fun. That's why I low-key was thinking about it for a while. I followed a few people on Twitter that had, like, TV head OCs, and I was like, I technically have modem and abacus, but I haven't done anything with modem in ages, and I want to make, like, a new cutesy feminine one. So, that's the idea. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated, probably on Twitter for that. But, with that being said, I have done a tiny bit of work since last week on this. If you guys remember, we pretty much got the front done and this like ring section done. But earlier today, I decided to kind of trim out this like triangle section for his booty, and attach it with a strap underneath here, and then just sort of glue it there. And I trimmed it a bit to be a bit more rounded. Yeah, so the plan is, for this piece, is I want to attach these on the hips. Like, you know, I'm gonna just put it on. It kind of looks like a weird, weird little diaper, which is disgusting. But I think once I have it covered with the rest of the costume and stuff, it'll look cool. But these are from my original Anard / Molten Freddy cosplay. I saved them, and I wanted to try to incorporate them into this costume. So the plan that we're gonna do is we're basically gonna take them like this and attach them via straps to the front and or well maybe the back section here, on both sides like so. And the plan is to hopefully have it kind of, well, maybe have this side forward. The plan is to have it kind of fill in the hip section, if that makes sense. Like, this part. And I want these sections to be able to kind of flap around, almost like how his shoulder pads do. So we're going to be attaching these today. And maybe starting on the thighs? I'm not going to start covering this in fabric yet, just because I want to kind of build the whole feet / legs before I start working on the like fabric side of it, because I don't want to get too far ahead on one piece and then have to like modify it. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. But okay, let's see. Yo, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, Toby! What material am I using? It is EVA foam. Basically, this is the same stuff people use in garages on the floor for like in-home gyms and or like work sections. One side is kind of textured and the other side is smooth. So all you gotta do is just keep the textured side on the inside. And then you've got plenty of EVA foam to work with. which is what we've done here so far. Though, you'll want a heat gun because EVA foam naturally goes back to its shape unless you heat it, and that's how you have it keep its curvature, if that makes sense. So yeah, before we get too far, I'm gonna add a little bit more on the black strap sections down here, because I want them to be secure AF. I hate that I said that out loud. Yeah, so I'm gonna use some of this reclaimed stretchy bit. Basically, I'm just gonna trim off a little section here. Hey, have fun, Toby. Happy birthday. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's basically to get a bit more security on this piece, because these, if it gets stretched, the hot glue might come undone. Because I'm basically gonna just glue this on the end here and then like put a shit ton of hot glue. This is one of those sections where you don't want to accidentally drop this on your skin because it will not feel very good. There we go. I just want to make sure this don't come undone, because that is awkward. You know, I'm not sure what came over me to make Scrap Circus Baby's booty so fat. But for some reason I gave Afton here a flatty. He's pretty flat. Wah, wah. Afton with the flatty. You know what? Maybe I'll give him a dumbass little Toy Bonnie style tail. Like a little sphere on his ass. That would be actually kind of funny. You guys think I should give him a little like sphere for like a tail? That would be so cute, actually. Yo, the Game Master, what's up? Welcome. Ooh, yeah, what's everybody being for Halloween? I don't really have any plans myself. Mostly just because I do costume stuff like all year round. But, what's your guys' Halloween costume gonna be this year? Tell me, I'm curious. Got a little pumpkin out, we're having a festive moment, guys. You're being a pure vanilla cookie. I'm not exactly sure how that would work as a costume, but I am happy for you. William Afton as the Spring Bonnie. Nice, nice. We love a good William Afton cosplay in this house. Hey, you just started following me? What's welcome. Yeah. I kinda used to be famous, now I kinda just do this as a hobby. But welcome. Glad you're here. Though, not dressing up for Halloween. That's how you know you've become an adult. I saw my my work has like a little Halloween costume thing this year, but apparently it's not till it's like over before my shift even starts because I do night shifts. So it's like, okay, what's the point? I might dress up in like something casual. Maybe I'll throw on my My Hero Academia hoodie or something. That could be fun. Just cause last year I dressed up as Cool Dipper, but I have like 4 coworkers that work the night shift with me, and they're all old as fuck, so none of them else dressed up. But now, as of like a couple months ago, I have a fellow non-binary coworker who is pretty epic, and they also like Five Nights at Freddy's. So I don't know if they're gonna work on Halloween, because I work on Halloween night, but I might throw on a little something, mostly just because I feel festive. But yeah, so now we've got this little crotch section a bit more secured there. So I think what we're gonna do next, I want this to essentially, I forget which way these went. I want to say the short side was in the front. Ugh. Working in a limited space area is so much more difficult. Thinking I might trim these to be slightly angled outward, like this. Does that make sense? Rather than have it be like underneath flush, like that. I kind of want it to be like, gotta give them those, gotta give them the, can't even say the joke, gotta give them hips. So I think the way I'm gonna attach these actually is this main section here. You can actually kind of see where the hot glue ripped off the foam when I took this apart. But I'm thinking I'm gonna just attach it by this middle one and this back one and leave this one free hanging. Mostly because I need this clip to still be able to open and close all the way. And if I glued this here, glued that there, and glued this here, that would kind of defeat the purpose. So I'm gonna try to make it just look like it's attached. So that's the current goal. I am, however, just curious how this would look if I had done it with a longer one towards the front. Nah, I think it with the shorter one towards the front looks better, in my personal opinion. So, what we shall do, we'll kind of do 2 birds with 1 stone here. I'm going to take some black fabric straps, these little stretchy things. I'm going to trim it, glue it, but I'm going to make it a little long so it hangs down a bit. And that's where we're going to attach the pieces to. Though I might modify them a little bit before we attach them, because I want them to kind of stick out at an angle, like I was saying. So, for that, ooh, do you think Lego will ever make FNAF minifigures? Maybe. I got one right here. Yes, I work the night shift. It's the jokes write themselves. Am I watching the World Series? Not really. Sports aren't really my thing, to be honest. The only real sport that I like, to be totally honest, is like video game sports. And most of the time it's like the ones like Super Mario Strikers, where there's like power-ups and like you can just straight up like punch your opponent. That game is so chaotic, I love it. Like the original Super Mario Strikers. Oh, that game goes hard. I get way too competitive though, and it's kind of a problem. Right, don't forget to check the cameras. Smart idea. Unfortunately though, my boss doesn't let me near the cameras. Maybe he's seen my animatronic costumes and he's like, oh my god, that one. That one's a robot. We can't let them near the nailed it. Has Been Hotel Season 2 has been released. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Has Been Hotel only on Netflix now, or is it still on YouTube? Like, since it became a full series? I think it's only on Netflix, but let me know if I'm wrong, because I have not watched all of it. And I am in desperate need of more shows. Because, oh my god, being alone with my thoughts is the worst thing ever. It's on Amazon Prime. I thought it was on Netflix for some reason. Huh. Alright. Got that boy down like so. Now I'm gonna do it to the other side as well. See. And the nice thing about these clips, like doing it there with the strap, is it kind of automatically helps me keep it symmetrical, because they're pretty close, like area wise. I think that makes sense. Did I listen to Gravity from Has Been Hotel? I have not. I do like the song Addicted though. That one goes pretty hard. Like, I'm not really a Has Been Hotel fan, but I like that song. It's not a perfect show, but I do think it gets a little too much hate. I think it just gets hate because it's popular, you know? Well, that and... I really don't know any of the details on why it gets hate. Besides, like, certain people don't like the showmakers or something. But, I don't know. It's just never really been a thing I've looked into. You think I should give Deathtrap a dumpy just cause? Come here. You're this close. You're gonna get muted. I'm joking. Maybe I will give him a dumpy. William Afton with the fatty. Do it! Yes! Okay. Well, now I'm considering it. But we'll get there in a sec. Alright, so this side's the front. So what we're gonna do... I don't want to fully attach it like this. I want to trim it, or maybe... Ooh, I have an idea. I think the easiest way to do the effect I want, besides this being the wrong one, because I want the short one towards the front, is I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a triangle of EVA foam and glue it here, and then just glue this to that. And then hopefully with this resting on like my hip, it'll keep it sticky outy. If that's the proper terminology. It'll keep it sticky outy. Yeah. Dude, I can't believe William Afton is Choi Chica. Confirmed. Big stretch. Big stretch. Alright. How long have we been going? 45 minutes? That's not so bad. Alright, let's see. Big old triangle. I think the easiest way to do that is just to use some of these scrap pieces. I thought I had another. Oh, wait. Is that? Oh, that could work. I'll glue these together and then trim it. When was that confirmed? Someone's clearly not a real FNAF fan. It's in like the logbook or something, probably. I'm cosplaying as a snooty FNAF fan that only likes the first games but hasn't seen the movie. That's my Halloween costume. Is I'm just gonna be an asshole. I always throw it back. Why do I know exactly what video you're quoting? Alright. Not exactly a triangle, but we'll get this a little more situated. Yep. Oh. Is my Springtrap cosplay getting decommissioned? As of right now, no. I haven't really worn it in a long time, though. But bro's still chilling in the corner there. I plan on keeping him there. Probably for a really long time. Just because I really like... I'd say Springtrap and Scrap Circus Baby are probably my favorites. Though I do think I might eventually retire the Glamrock Freddy torso. Just because it takes up a lot of space. Not 100% sure on that. If I did retire it, I wouldn't like waste any pieces. Like I would probably reuse the gloves for something. But yeah, alright, let's get back into this triangle business. Okay. Try to make these about the same size, hopefully. Approximately. There we go. Triangles. So, there it is. Let's give this a little look-see. So this will sit about here. If you've seen the DeathTrap cosplay from the thumbnail, you'll notice that it only goes to about here. And there's going to be a bit of space between the lower section and the upper section. I think the plan, what I'm going to do, is I'm going to buy one of those techie morph suits. Like the ones that kind of look like a robot. And then just like trim it so that I have it as like a shirt or something that I could wear underneath this. And then I'll add like a couple more wires to be like 3-dimensional. So I think that would kind of make like a live action version of what I originally had envisioned. So we'll see about that a little later. But I think the plan is to put these kind of on the side here. Just like a little triangle piece. I want to have the smooth side facing front. It's going to be mostly covered, and I think I'll paint it black, but I still want it smooth towards the front. So we'll do this, and then essentially this will be glued on to that piece like that. I think. Is that too much? I think so. That actually might be a little too much of an angle. If I were to... Yeah, I'm gonna trim this just a tiny bit more to be less pointed. There you go. I always go away. Even William Afton has social anxiety after murdering children. Or maybe he's just avoiding the cops. I'm not really sure if that counts as social anxiety. He might just be avoiding the cops. Alright, that's a bit less, so we'll do that instead. And I'm purposely leaving a tiny little gap here so that there's still flexibility to this little hip piece. So hopefully I'll be able to do some like wide stances. Because like the reason I'm making the rest of Death Trap, I mentioned this last time, but I just really like the costume so much. And it's impossible for me to wear it to a convention just because the lower torso was VFX. And basically that's why we're doing this now. I really want to finish it and be able to wear it somewhere. I don't know if I'll finish it this year for anything because there's only like one more convention I want to go to. But I'll be so real, I don't know if I'm going to have the funds for it this year. But maybe next year I'll be able to bring Death Trap to another convention or something. With that angle, don't jump too high, you'll catch wind and fly away. Maybe. You could be right. Thank you for the warning. Okay, that's a little less intense of an angle, I think. So, I'm gonna look in my full-size mirror that's over here for a sec. Give me 1 second. Include this. This might also still be too much of an angle, to be honest. Oh, wait, no, I see the problem. Wait. Don't mind me, guys, I'm just looking at my ass. Let me see this other side real fast. Is it even lined up in the same spot? Close. You know what? Maybe I can, here's what I'll do. Because I'll probably have to repaint these anyway. I'm gonna attach it as is here. Then I'm gonna reheat this and try to bend this a little bit more so that it kind of lines up better. And then this back section, I'm gonna trim this and attach this there, if that makes sense. So there'll just be like a slight gap here, and then hopefully a less noticeable gap here, but I'll need to keep it slightly large so that I can like move my thigh. Plus the leg section will probably be like here. that makes sense. I almost want this further forward now that I'm looking at it. Decisions. I think I might need to move this slightly forward more. Just by like, I think it's just not quite lined up enough to be exactly where I want it. So we're gonna do that real quick. Looks like, what? What are we looking at? I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. In the chair? I'm in the chair. What are you talking about? I'm so confused. Anyway, let me rip this piece off. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, so here's the problem. Because I have to move it slightly forward, I'm gonna have to trim out another little square of foam to put here, just because this piece needs to sit right there. As you can see, there's a gap. Or I hope you could see that. So what we'll do is I'm gonna do that. And oh wait, this might work. Ooh, perfect. Let me trim this. See, you call it scrap foam. I call it a little piece that goes here foam. We are not the same. Oh, that's just my plushie. He's dressed up for Halloween. Totally. The other thing, I'm not even sure. What are you talking about? Who keeps saying other thing? Oh, you guys are talking about the mimic in the reflection right here. Yeah, that's the mimic from Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, maybe it's just a little teaser that I accidentally, on purpose, put there. The chair beside YIU? What's YIU? Does that stand for something? Guys, I'm such a boomer. You made the mimic. Yo, we got Edwin in the chat. I'm so glad you didn't die horrifically in an explosion. You're not like trapped in a basement dressed as a moon singing songs for all eternity, are you? I'm pretty sure there's a few FNAF theorists out there that'd be interested in knowing the answer to that. See, I don't want to overreach this little section here. Still need it to click like that. So I'm trying to keep the hot glue from going too far. I think it'll be fine. There we go. Alright. All that work to move this over half an inch. I'm gonna preemptively do the same on the other side, actually. Also, re-glue this down, apparently. You know, I should probably watch some more horror movies. I have not been watching nearly enough for Halloween this year. I've gone to the thrift store a few times and gotten a few movies. Oh my god. I don't know if any of y'all know who the Yogscast are. They're like this OG YouTube group. And they're still making stuff. And they actually recently rebooted one of their oldest Minecraft series. And in episode 2, they made an original song about their coffee machine. Which the running joke for years is that the coffee machine just doesn't work. But they released a single called Coffee Machine, and it is so good. It's an earworm. There we go. That ought to hold that a little better. Now for this other side. Have I seen the movie Pet Sematary? Yes, I have. I've seen the original one, though it was a while ago. And I've also seen the newer one. Is the newer one called Bloodlines? It was like half reboot, half something else. I think it ended with everybody dying or something. Spoilers. But, I mean, most horror movies kind of have that vibe, you know? It's kind of fun. Part of the fun of horror movies is being like, ooh, which character's gonna be dumb and get themselves killed, and which character's gonna be smart and defeat the monster, and so on. That's kind of the, like, funnest part, in my opinion. Bloodlines was a different franchise. Are you talking about Final Destination Bloodlines? Okay, I am tripping. We're Googling. I swear they were both called Bloodlines, which is funny. Okay. Final Destination Bloodlines. Okay, yeah. So that... Oh, shut up. It kept hearing my voice. Yeah, so that was the movie for Final Destination that came out this year, and then I swear there was another one. Oh, the title just left my brain. Not Final Destination, I just said it. Pet Sematary, that's what it was. Pet Sematary, new movie. Pet Sematary Bloodlines 2023. Bloodlines. It's both of them. They're both named Bloodlines. What? That's kind of funny. Pet Sematary Bloodlines and Final Destination Bloodlines came out within 2 years of each other. Enjoy that pointless information. Yeah. Ooh, you might get the When Fate Comes Knocking Chapter 2 poster. That might be my favorite bit of merch. I still have it on my wall. I want to eventually make another poster, but everything's just so expensive now. But if I ever do, I want to keep it similar vibes. but like different color scheme, if that makes sense. I'm thinking maybe purple and yellow, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know why I did the Jack Sparrow thing just then, but don't know what that was. Barbenheimer, but with both Bloodline movies. What would that be called? We could call it the Pet Cemetery Bloodlines of the Final Destination of the Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. That's not a mouthful at all. That's the official title. We're not changing it. What's up, guys? Yo, welcome to the chat. Mackie. I think that's how you say that. I can barely read. Might have jumped the gun a little on this because it's still cooling down. It just rolls right off the tongue. Exactly. You guys are fun. You know, if I had more free time, I would totally live stream more often. It's just really hard to keep a consistent schedule with life nowadays. So that's why I'm only really streaming once a week. But maybe sometime I'll eventually try to stream more often. I don't know. Though I do kind of look forward to doing these most weeks. It's pretty fun. Yo, what is up, Sky? I make 3D models. Any requests of your creations? Oh, you talking like SFM kind of stuff? Or like just 3D in general, like modeling? Well, I would be honored if you did. It would be a fun one. Ooh. Blender, okay. I think if you were to try to do one of my characters specifically, maybe try to do the Springtrap cosplay I did way back in the day. I feel like my take on Springtrap was pretty unique at the time. Like, I did his head shape slightly differently and stuff. So it's a bit kind of recognizable as like the Skywarped 33 Springtrap design. So if you just need something to model, you could always try to do that one. If you're going for like a full character. But yeah, I love that kind of stuff. If you want to like tweet me or post it in my Discord when it's done, I'll totally repost it and stuff. I love seeing that kind of thing. Could probably get some pretty good detail shots in my showcase video, though it is old. Pretty sure I still have facial hair in that one. Are you talking about the Springtrap you made? I'm talking about that one in the corner there. I could post a link to the showcase in the chat. Wait, shouldn't take me very long to look up. Skywarped 33 Springtrap showcase. 5 years ago! I think I just grew a gray hair. Alright. Here you go. You don't have to watch the whole video or nothing. But if you need some close-ups, I'm pretty sure I hold this stuff pretty close to the screen. But yeah, that'd be really cool. I'm very interested. Definitely tweet me or send it to me somewhere when you're done, because I would love to see that. That's what I'm saying. 5 years? Goddamn! That's like as old as my fucking nephew. Oh my god, my nephew's older than that. Oh god. That's wild. Okay. We fixed these pieces. Now we're gonna attempt to attach those. But first, I'm gonna just make sure it looks alright in my full-size mirror. Don't know what that shimmy was, but it happened and it is on footage, it was on screen, so, well. Alright, let's see. So I put these like this. So. Yeah, that's better, I think. Kind of. Could probably trim these just a little bit. Let's see. I just want to get the placement right, you know? So these would go like so. But I think I need to trim this just ever so slightly, like that. Like at an angle here. Careful, SpongeBob. And then for this other part here, I might also do the same. Oh. What if... Yeah, I might have to. Let me just go like... Do like a little pointy section there. So then, the plan is to reheat this with my heat gun so that the form will kind of line up a bit more. But at the moment it's going to stick out a little bit. Let's do like that. And then we'll attach this last piece last. This last piece last, yep. Alright. Fuck it. Blam. Like I said, the sound effects make it better. I think if I just sort of hold it like this for a second, it'll help make sure I line everything up correctly. I want to keep this gap here. Old. Moving on. Alright. Boom. Okay. I think that's kind of what I want it to look like, actually. So I attach this other piece. Alright. Now, for the side. So we'll go about like this. Gotta turn it the other way now. Like chair. This part also needs to go. And everything is correct. That looks pretty close. Yeah. Okay. Boing. Said it once, I say it 1,000 times. Sound effects make it better. Hopefully. I'll double secure these once I have the placement all finalized. But I think that's kind of how I wanted it to look. Ta-da! I'm gonna heat these so that it's a bit more flush on the front. And then this piece I'm gonna attach to another strap real quick. So while I'm thinking about that, ooh, this could work actually quite nicely. Okay, we'll use this. How long have I been feminine? Pretty much since I was born, to be honest. Though I kind of prefer just like non-binary stuff. Like, gender's dumb. Why is it real? Make it go away. Snip this. Snip. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. Don't mind that. No, I can probably put this back on actually. I do the sound effect and start transforming out of nowhere. You're also making a Spring Bonnie cosplay? Hell yeah. What is the When Fate Comes Knocking text font called? I want to say it's just called Halloween. On coolfonts.com. Or no, it's on cooltext.com. Not cool fonts. Cool text. I'm actually going to take this off. Technically, you're not supposed to heat painted foam. But I don't care. Why would I give up that? So basically, I'm just curving that in a little bit more. You found it? Hell yeah. Hopefully, it'll look better. Maybe. Ah. See, I gotta invest in a pair of like Bluetooth headphones for my computer. But honestly, I think the Bluetooth might not work nearly as good, like quality-wise. I feel like it would have connection issues and stuff. That's just me though. I don't know if it actually would. Let go. There we go. Hey. That looks pretty good, I think. Wait. I'm gonna put these pieces into that. Ah, okay, wait. You guys can't really see this at all. At the moment, it's kind of drooping a little bit, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these back pieces and I'm gonna attach them. I think I'm gonna trim it actually and attach it kind of like there and like there, and that should hopefully kind of do that hip effect that I'm trying to go for. So let's see. I could go like this. No, I might have just glued these on too soon. This is kind of peak. Hell yeah. Thank you. I like to think I have good ideas. I want this to be more. More like there. I say. I'm trying to look in the the mirror, or not the mirror, the monitor. Is that too far? No? Maybe I'll... If I go like... This might need to go a little more. Actually, I have an idea. I probably won't even regret it. There we go. I think that'll work better. Abacus mentioned. Abacus. I was gonna kick it, but then I realized I'm not wearing shoes. And the thought of my grippers kicking Abacus's face just doesn't sound like something I want to put on the internet. Alrighty, so this is going to go more like this instead. someone is asking, what is the manliest part about you, comma, man? I would probably just say my massive Anyway. I'm gonna take a quick break to run to the restroom, actually. I didn't wait. Technical difficulties moment. Give me the Twix. What's even happening? Where's my mouse? I can't find my own mouse. There it is. Okay. My camera always zooms in. Ah! Why is it? Go back. No! There we go. I'm a professional. Alright, actually, before I take a quick break, I'm going to glue this on here. Lilbit the Weird Fox 202. Hello. Welcome. We vibing up in this house. So if you guys see the vision I'm going for, so I'm going to attach it with these two. About there, I want to say. And that should hopefully be enough for what I want it to do, I think. Lilbit's your favorite? Hell yeah. How is it going? You guys enjoying the Halloween spirit? I think we should have Halloween more often. At least twice a year. They did it in Gravity Falls, right? Summerween. Make sure this looks good. Ah! Rolled over my headphone wire. Somebody should make a compilation of every time I mess up my stream. Alright, let's see. Damn it! Put it in the wrong spot. I should have just put it on to test it. Needs to go up a little higher. No, actually, probably just. Trying to make sure it looks good is the most annoying part. That'll probably work. Let's do a quick little... Don't burn myself, don't burn myself, don't burn myself. Careful, SpongeBob. There we go. You don't like me? Bruh. That seems like a you problem. Why are you here if you don't like me? Don't you have better things to do? Not you, the fox? Who's the fox? The person in the chat? Guys, no fighting in the chat or I'll mute you both. We could try to keep it chill here. Okay, homie. Bye. Alright. It's gonna look a little weird until I wear it, but that should be correct right there. I want to do the same thing to the other side, and then honestly, I'm going for an hour and a half already. Hey, what's up, Technically Filming? Welcome. Just had to kick a guy and or lady or something. I don't care. I guess I didn't technically kick them. They might still be watching. What's up? If you're still watching, just know it's really weird to hate somebody because of how they were born and or whatever reason. Sometimes I just don't have enough energy to deal with stuff, so I'll mute people. It be like that sometimes. Alright, well. This needs to go more like... how far is this one? That should work. Starting to look pretty cool, I like to think. Happy with the progress we've made so far. We might not start on the legs this week, we might start on those next week. Just cause. But before y'all head out for the evening, I'll show you guys another little When Fate Comes Knocking something. With no context, of course. Ah yes, block buttons are the best buttons. And or a mute button. I think mute buttons are even funnier because it's just, they can't, they can see you still mocking them, but they can't respond. That's the best part. Are you planning to end... Am I ever planning on ending the series? Let me just put it this way. When fate comes knocking, ends when I'm dead. Take that how you will. That was a lore thing, just so y'all know. It's pretty epic. Pretty epic weapons. Alright, let's see. I want this to be angled about like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to look decent. So we'll put that like that, I think. Ah, my back. Don't burn myself. Don't burn myself. There we go. Hey! Hey, let's go! Alright, well. Here is what we are so far. Do a little spin. Oh, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Do a little spin. So yeah, this whole part is going to be yellow. I'm going to make these probably a more bright chrome color. And then I do want to kind of go around all of the edges and with like my X-Acto knife and kind of just like texture it almost, if that makes sense. Basically make it all uneven and broken looking on like the sides here and on this upper section. And yeah, I kind of like how I put it because these are still flexible, so I can hopefully, when I have the rest of the costume done, I can do like big stances and things. But yeah, okay. Pretty happy with this. Hey, have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Listen to Bones by Nate Wants to Battle. Ooh, I do love me some good Nate Wants to Battle music. Alright, let me put this down a bit more. And I want to say how to do it. Alright, give me just a couple seconds. I'm gonna go on break for like a little bit, just so I can put on the full costume so far. So give me like maybe 3 minutes, and I'll put on the whole thing, including this, and just kind of guide little. I can't words sometimes. And just give you guys kind of a full look-see of the whole costume so far. So. Give me 1 sec. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, I only put it this far so I could you could hear me a little better. But that's fine. Just turn that around. But yes, this is what the costume looks like so far. I think it looks pretty cool. So this whole top section's been done for a while, but I was looking at the thumbnail for today's video, and I realized that normally I would wear like a black morph suit under this so that my arm isn't visible, but I was thinking it would be kind of a cool effect if down the line a little ways, not like right away, I kind of come back with this fabric here, this like purpley fabric, and make like a miniature sleeve thing on the inside, like maybe modify a t-shirt and have that be on the interior, because I think it would just be cool to have this bit be purple essentially, because it would kind of add to the whole costume. This other side I'm gonna leave just black with the morph suit because I already have this part. But yeah, so as you can see, I think the hips actually look really good. I'm actually pretty happy about this. These are the claws. I'll put those on last. Here's my guy's head. His eyeballs, quite green. So let's see. Bald! Why is Guy bald? No, I'm not bald! You're bald! Ah! So, let's see. These hands were made for Clyde. Get them on. Ta-da! Going 23. I am in mostly. There we go. This is what we got so far. I think it would be quite cool to give him a little toy Bonnie tail. That's just me, I might do that later. I really like these hip sections actually. I think it looks pretty good. And yeah. Game theory. What's the lore for this character? I guess we'll never know. Or maybe we will. I don't know. Oh god. I'm stuck. I can't get it off. Oh god. Help! Help! Ah! It's okay, guys. I got out. Michael, don't leave me here. Alright. I think I'm going to wrap up today's live stream there. But, as promised, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of something when fate comes knocking. With zero context. This is a thing that you guys will think is really cool, but at the moment, you probably won't know anything about what it could possibly be. So, ta-da! Kind of hard to see. Wait, there we go. Wait, let me switch this. This one's a bit more lit. What could it be? What could it be? I guess we'll never know. Or maybe we will. One day. Oh! One more thing. I know I keep saying that. I meant to write this down and mention it at the start of today's live stream, but hopefully I will have a little Halloween video to post. It's nearly done. It's actually like an actual video. It's not very long, but I really like it, and hopefully you guys will too. It kind of fits the Halloween vibe, like costumes and stuff. And yeah, so new video will be posted on Halloween Day. I'm saying that now, and I'm going to have to force myself to finish the video in time now. Alright, with that much being said, I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good day, or night. What time is it? I don't know.